Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the you.
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Off the play fake, Rutledge. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 2. Rutledge, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll look to throw here. Sanders has it over the middle. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, the first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass, because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rutledge. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Had haven't been a defensive coordinator yet, but think 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Again, it's Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Off play action. Rutledge. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And Sanders has got it complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
The Dallas Cowboys provide a fresh opportunity for wide receiver James Washington, who picks up a first down with that catch. He ended up sinking down the depth chart in Pittsburgh after posting 700 yards in his second season. He's hoping that he can play over the top as he did so well in college and early in his Pittsburgh tenure for the Cowboys.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rutledge. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Rutledge. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Cowboys have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got Smith here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it, and they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rutledge. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Rutledge. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. But the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
For the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Throwing after the interception, Rutledge. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Rutledge. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rutledge. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement, because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Cowboy offense is going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Throwing to start the drive. Rutledge. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun, Rutledge. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw. Rutledge, he finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Rutledge. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Yeah, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run here with Sanders. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw on 3rd down. Rutledge got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Rutledge. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. To throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll just get rid of it.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
That 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, But you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing to start the drive. Rutledge. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On 1st and 10, Rutledge. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
10th carry now for Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Rutledge. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Rutledge. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Rutledge. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll go again with Sanders. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Yard line, 2nd and 11. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Lamb to return it. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.